Welcome class 8 in our e-learning class. Today we will discuss something from the chapter Understanding our Criminal Justice System. In our previous live class, one question has come from one of your friend's side, that it is from page number 74, that although the police filed a case of theft against Shanti, the judge assumed her to be innocent. It was the responsibility of the prosecution to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Shanti was guilty. In this case, the prosecution failed to do so. So here it has become quite confusing for that person. That means confusing for one of your classmates, that it is becoming quite contradictory. It is written over here the public prosecutor must remain impartial. But it is written over there that the public prosecutor was not able to prove that Shanti was guilty. Now, why we are thinking like this? Because we know that Shanti has not committed a crime. But the public prosecutor doesn't know. The police doesn't know. At least until the matter was discovered by this Mr. Sharma, yes, Inspector Sharma, the matter was not known. Because it was from this Shindi's family, the charge was brought against Shanti that she had stolen the golden chain and she had sold it somewhere and earned 10,000 rupees. Nobody was ready to believe that it was her hard earned money, not only hers but also her brother's hard earned money, which they together have saved. It is their savings. Nobody was ready to believe. Now, when it is the matter of stealing, that means a matter of theft, it has become a matter of public wrong, because we know that it is a criminal offense, and criminal offense means it becomes public wrong. So, a public prosecutor is required to prove in the court that the accused person is guilty. Now for that we need to know something. The definition of public prosecutor we need to know properly, which is not given over here. Even the meaning of prosecution is not given over here. The meaning of prosecution, I am saying, if you want you can write down. Prosecution means the act or process of holding a trial against a person who is accused of a crime to see if that person is guilty. That means the legal proceedings where it is just taken, the initiatives are taken to prove that the accused person is guilty. But public prosecutor, he or she is not the appointed lawyer of the victim. They are not the victim's lawyer. This thing we have to remember. Here the public prosecutor is not Mr. and Mrs. Shindi's personal lawyer or their appointed lawyer. No. As it has become the matter of public wrong, so from the state, the public prosecutor is there, who is there to represent the matter on behalf of the state. And here Mr. and Mrs. Shindi, they have become the witnesses to prove that Shanti, the accused person, is wrong. She has done something wrong, or the criminal offense she has done. Now, the role of this public prosecutor, this one we have to know properly. Only that he is the person, he or she is the person who represents the state or acts impartial is not enough. That's why I've written something on the board about the public prosecutor. Let's read once. Public prosecutor is not the victim's lawyer. This one we have to remember. That's why here also in this case the public prosecutor is not the lawyer of Mr. and Mrs. Shinde. Acha. He or she presents the case of the complainant. That means the person who has complained and is appointed by the state. So here the public prosecutor is a government lawyer, is a government employee, and the government has appointed him or her, not the person who has complained. Not the complainant. Okay. Not the complainant. Here the complainant are Mr. and Mrs. Shindy or the Shindy family. Next, he or she is a lawyer appointed by the government to plead cases on behalf of the government. That means here the matter is not anymore the matter of the Shindy family. It has become the matter of the state government or the government of the country. So here we have come to know about the role of the public prosecutor. Public prosecutor is not the victim's lawyer. He or she is appointed by the government to represent the case on behalf of the state. Now, when a public prosecutor is there, a defense lawyer is required, because the defense lawyer is there to protect or to fight the case for the person who is accused. Now, the meaning or the definition of defense lawyer I am writing on the board. I have to pause it here, then again returning back, because the board is not a long one, not a big one where I can write. So I have to erase about the public prosecutor, then I am returning. So children, now see what is the matter of this defense lawyer. The defense lawyer is appointed by the accused to present the case on behalf of the accused. But here we know that Shanti, she was not having money enough to hire a lawyer for her. That's why from the government side, advocate Kamala Roy. Let me just turn over this page and come to this portion. Yes. So, the magistrate appoints Advocate Kamala Roy as the Shanti's defense lawyer at the government's expense, because this is written in our, according to Article 22 of the Constitution, every person has a fundamental right to be defended by a lawyer. So as Shanti was not having money enough, that's why the government at the expenses on its own appointed Advocate Kamala Roy to just on behalf of Shanti to there, that means to be present in front in the court and to be there to defend her And what is another matter of this defense lawyer? Takes fee from his or her client. But in the matter of public prosecutor, we didn't see this one, because the public prosecutor is a government lawyer, government employee. And here this defense lawyer can take fee from his or her client. Now, what is the matter of this prosecutor and defense lawyer? The prosecutor works to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, while defense lawyer or attorney attempts to create a reasonable doubt so that their client is proved innocent. Now, what was the real scenario in the court? If we draw a picture, we can understand it better. So just I have to pause it once more and then I am returning back. Hold on, children. So children, let's analyze this drawing. We can see the judge at the highest point. Then we can find in one side the victim, and here the victim is Mr. and Mrs. Shindy. But actually their case has now become the public wrong, so that's why the public prosecutor is here to represent the case on behalf of the state, for the state's interest. And here the accused Shanti is here, and Shanti's defense lawyer is Advocate Kamala Roy. Now, this advocate, when the public prosecutor has produced in the court all the evidences, all the witnesses which tried to prove that Shanti was guilty, they were cross-examined, and some more evidences were produced by Advocate Kamala Roy to defend Shanti, to prove that Shanti is innocent. And there she has also got the help of this police inspector Mr. Sharma, who busted a gang of thieves, and it was found that unfortunately that this Mr. and Mrs. Shindy's son is having some sort of link with some friends who in turn was having some link with that gang of thieves, or those gang of robbers. And the matter could be proved easily in the court that Mr. and Mrs. Shindi's chain was found on these thieves, and Mr. and Mrs. Shindi had also admitted that that is the gold chain only, which they had said that it was not lost, it was stolen by Shanti. And on the other hand, Advocate Kamla Roy, after studying properly the earnings of Sushil and Shanti, was able to prove in the court that this 10,000 rupees would be easily saved by these two siblings, that means Shanti and Sushil. So in this way, Advocate Kamla was able to prove Shanti innocent in front of the court. So the judge, after hearing hearing from both the sides, from the public prosecutor and from this defense lawyer, he or she found that Shanti was totally innocent. She has not committed the crime, and it was that she was wrongly blamed or wrongly accused. So here the public prosecutor was not able to prove that Shanti had done something criminal offense, which is actually some public wrong. That's why it is written here in this page number 74 that although the police filed a case of theft against Shanti, because as it was reported to the police by this Shindi family, that's why they have taken the FIR. Achha. And then the judge assumed her to be innocent. It is different part. It should not be written over here at the very beginning, because at first it is required to be proved whether she is guilty or not. Then it was the responsibility of the prosecution to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Shanti was guilty, because it was the public wrong. That's why the public prosecutor has to prove it in front of all that Shanti has done it wrong, because he or she had the evidences which were provided by Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. Shindi. So they were the main witnesses. And on the other hand, the defense lawyer, Advocate Kamla Roy, she was able to prove that Shanti was innocent because she cross-examined the witnesses and also the evidences, and also Mr. Sharma, the police inspector Sharma, he was there to submit the chain which was stolen by a gang of thieves with whom Sushil or Shanti was not having any sort of connection, but Mr. and Mrs. Shindi's son was having the link with them, not directly, might be indirectly. So in this way, the public prosecutor failed to prove that Shanti was guilty. So if this definition of public prosecutor is not clear to us, and even the definition of this defense lawyer is not clear to us, we will not be able to understand this thing properly. Because here it is only written that the public prosecutor has to act impartially. Definitely that person will act impartially because he or she is the representative of the state. But how he or she was cross-examined, or actually not the public prosecutor, but the witnesses of the public prosecutor was or were cross-examined by this defense lawyer, it is not written in that elaborate manner. That's why this problem might have come in our mind. I hope that this picture and this, not picture actually, some sort of drawing type I can say, and all the definition of this defense lawyer and public prosecutor will help you to just clear the cloud of doubt in your mind. And if you are able to clear it, you will just inform me, sir, it's okay, we have understood. And if you are still having any doubt, you can just inform me through the e-portal. If not in our live class, you can just inform me in our e-portal. From there I will check it, and if required, another offline video I will prepare where I will try to just reach to your this point where you are having some sort of doubt, and I will try to clear it from my side. Okay, I hope that this class will prove somewhat helpful, beneficial for you. So read properly, study properly, and never hesitate to ask any doubt or query if you are having in your mind or hovering in your mind. Okay. We are here to clear your doubts only, because while clearing your doubts, even our doubts also are just cleared a lot. We also learn a lot, because teachers are not gods, teachers are not machines, they are also human beings. So they also need to enrich themselves, they also need to learn for themselves, so that they can in turn impart their education or knowledge with students. Okay. Bye children. Stay happy, stay well, stay healthy.